Hi everybody, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning and we are up and we're getting ready to go down to LAX. We are going to Winnipeg to see the Winnipeg Jets play the Los Angeles Kings. As of right now, there's a blizzard going on in Winnipeg, but hopefully it's supposed to be gone by tomorrow morning and we won't be there until late tonight anyway. So we're hoping to still get around Winnipeg, even though it's going to be snowy conditions. Because we're leaving the country, we've had to get COVID tested and we've tested, let me see, we took a test on Monday, we took a test on Tuesday. We have plans to get tested today in Minnesota. I have an appointment to get tested in the airport there so we can get on the plane to come home. And then we're getting tested again tomorrow in Canada. So lots of COVID testing going on, and we'll talk to you when we're there. So we just cleared, getting checked in, and we're on our way to Canada. But first, some breakfast, okay? So we're sitting here now getting ready to take another COVID test, or another negative COVID test. So of all the airports I've been in, this is the first one where the hockey team is actually being honored or recognized as one of the first things you see coming into Canada. And you can see we have Scheifele and we have Wheeler. And so, go Canada, eh? Okay, and so this is outside. Oh, I can finally take my mask off. So this is outside of Winnipeg Airport, eh? And you can see it's been snowing here, so we got a little bit of flurries over there, but they did say it was going to be 10 inches, and you can see that is not 10 inches of snow. So we did run into some people who are really nice, and they were Winnipeg Jet fans. Andrew Coop, I think his first name is Andrew, a player for the Winnipeg Jets. His girlfriend was just getting off the plane, and then the cook for the Winnipeg Jets was also in front of us. We saw him going through customs, and he said that he was actually he was their cook. So anyway, so this is Winnipeg, and I think it's about 32 degrees right now. Maybe a little bit below that. So thank God I got this heavy jacket, and go Kings. All right, getting ready to go out and see Winnipeg. This is probably the coldest weather I've ever been in. I think it's 27 degrees right now. So let's go see Winnipeg. So this is awesome. We are actually walking in Winnipeg, and you can actually see there's a lot of snow here. So this is the main street of Winnipeg. It's called Portage Street, I think is what it's called. And you can see this is basically where the main activity goes on in Winnipeg. Portage Street, and lots of snow. There's so much snow in Canada that they actually have little walkways. You can see Tammy down there. They actually have little walkways to go under the street to avoid the snow. So if I flip this around real quick, you can see the snow right outside. And there's a guy, is he on that side or that side? Oh, he's not there right now. And he is actually moving the snow away. He's coming in a little tractor. So, more about, oh, there he is. You should see him right up in there. Awesome. So I thought this was just a walkway. So down underneath here, I thought it was just a passageway to go over to the other side of the street. It actually goes around in a circle. There's shops down here. This is actually pretty cool. And then it's like a four-way intersection. You can get off at different areas to go to different parts of the town. So this is like a mall underneath the ground, a mini mall. They have dentists down here, they have cookie places, a Starbucks. I guess that's an insurance place. Chiropractic office. Ah, look, a chiropractic office. So I think this is Winnipeg Square we're in, or I'm not sure if Winnipeg Square is actually above the ground. So another thing they have here in Winnipeg are skywalks. And so basically you can walk from one building to the next. So right behind me was Winnipeg Square where I just came from. And if you look, you're above the city. And so it's pretty cool how you get around here. And then as you walk between buildings, you have shops along the way. This is awesome. It's like a mall spread out among the city as the buildings all connect to each other. There's even a library down here. This is so awesome that you can get around the whole city on just a walkway. It's actually going to take us all the way back to our hotel in the Canadian Life Center, which we're staying right across the street from. Also inside of here, there's a food court. And over back that way, it's actually next to that McDonald's. You can't see it right now. There's a Tim Hortons. So, of course, we have to go to Tim Hortons while in Canada. Canada, you have to go to Tim Hortons. Tim Horton was actually a hockey player who was killed in a car accident after he was done playing, and then the restaurant or the donut shop opened up afterwards. Wayne Gretzky once met him as a kid. Okay, so we're getting ready to go into the Manitoba Museum of History, Nature, and Science. So we'll let you know what we find.
Inside the museum, you can see artifacts from Indigenous people who used to live in Canada, as well as learn about how Canada was settled. In another exhibit, you can see fossils from animals that used to roam Canada, as well as a replica of the Nunsuch ship. The Nunsuch ship was the first ship to sail into Hudson Bay in what was to become the fur trade, and they traded with a company that was to become the Hudson Bay Company. The Hudson Bay Company is a retailer that is still around today.
All right, there's the Canada Life Center. Go Kings. So even though they just had basically, well, it was supposed to be 10 inches of snow, but it wasn't. Winnipeg recovers pretty quick. This morning we were walking, and you could see that there's snow on the ground. Now they've got it all cleared off. You can walk. If you dress warm, the weather, it's not too cold. It's probably somewhere around 30 degrees right now, and I don't even have a hoodie on. And it's not too bad. Time for some comedy. This is Rumors. I think it says it somewhere. Rumors Comedy Club. So we'll see how it goes.
So this is inside of Rumors nightclub, and it was a pretty fun night. It got done pretty early. They have shows at 7:30 and 10. I'd recommend going if you come to Manitoba.
So another thing to do while you're in Manitoba is you can walk along the, I think it's pronounced Assiniboine River. You can see this is wintertime, but the trail next to it is still open. We're headed on our way to Forks Market, and so this is the way we're taking. And say hi, Tam. And then you can see we just came down those stairs, which is covered with ice, but it's not too bad. So one of the places that was suggested that we visit is called the Forks, and from what I understand, it has entertainment in there, and it has places to eat and things such as that. So we're going to go in and check it out.
So we didn't really find any entertainment inside the Forks Market. However, there are a lot of places to eat and some gift shops.
Oh, Canada.
The Winnipeg. You got to love the name of this place.
All right, so the next thing we're doing to get out of the snow is we're going to go into the Museum of Human Rights. So this is the museum, and we'll take some pictures once we're in there and see you inside.
Inside the museum, there's exhibits that show the injustices that people have done to each other, as well as a whole floor dedicated to Nazi Germany and the way that they treated the Jews. Inside the museum, there's also the Garden of Contemplation, where you could sit and look at the rocks and the water and the plants that are in there and just enjoy the relaxing environment. While in the museum, make sure you go up the observation deck. You can see that the day we went, they were having a winter storm, and now you can see why they call it Winter Peg.
Okay, everybody, so it's time to start getting ready to go to the Kings game. So first things first, I got to put on my hoodie. I never know how cold the arenas are going to be. Some arenas are really cold. Staples Center is actually pretty cold. If I go to see the Reign, the AHL team, they're pretty cold. Vegas is actually warm. This is my first time wearing my new away Kings jersey. So I've never had it on before. I hope it fits after I put on this sweatshirt. I'm going to have to get a lighter hoodie because this is probably going to show up with the light jersey. But here we go. And let me just pull that sleeve through there a little bit. Go over the top. And we are ready. Go Kings, go. Let's get a big win tonight in Winnipeg. And I will talk to you before the game. We're going to the Exchange restaurant. I think it's somewhere there, which is underneath the arena.
So the restaurant wasn't too bad. I would recommend getting there early because it gets busy.
They're all Canadians, eh? Going to see the Kings. Watch them warm up. Haven't seen a single Kings jersey yet.
At the game, we met Lauren and Antoinette, and they were the nicest, most knowledgeable hockey fans that we've ever sat next to, and they were from Winnipeg. And as it turns out, their team ended up winning. And it only took my Kings 34 seconds to lose in overtime, but it was still a fun game.
Okay, so that's it for our trip from Manitoba, and we leave at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it was wonderful being here. Thank you to anyone from Manitoba who's watching this. And even though my Kings lost, it was still a great trip. And go Kings. Next month we go to Carolina to see the Kings play the Hurricanes on December 18th. So I have other videos I'll probably post before then, but the next video about hockey will be on December 18th. Go Kings. Proud of you guys. 7 out of 8 points on this road trip is fantastic.